Oh, snap.
Ah, yes. How could I forget all the good times I've had with Pokemon Snap? Sure, it's not even close to being the best game out there, but you can't deny that this game is fun.
The goal of this game is to take pictures of Pokemon. That doesn't really sound promising, does it? But once you start, you can't stop. It's an insanely addictive game.
With apples, pester balls, and a flute by your side, you can interact with the many Pokemon in the 7 different areas and take even better photos for Professor Oak. And what does he think of these photos? Wonderful!
Yeah, the game was a bit shallow and was very short, but it's always a fun one to come back to just for nostalgia.
Plus, you can take in your cartridge to Blockbuster and get some of your photos printed. And you can bet my 10,000 point portrait of Mew was up on my wall for years to come. I wish I could show it to you, but it's been lost for a few years now. It still haunts me to this very day.
Speaking of haunting, let's hope that electrode in the tunnel isn't really dead. I'm sorry I had to kill you, but it was the only way to get to the volcano.
It's not dead. Don't forget, Pokemon don't die, they faint.
Oh, really now? Don't you remember this?
And if its tail flame goes out, it'll die.
You shut up!
The Pokemon Ranger trilogy is a series of games most Pokemon fans are on the fence about. Most tend to stay away from these games because of how radically different they are from any other game in the series. That and the average reviews from the critics. I, on the other hand, have to disagree with the average reception of these games, specifically with the original Pokemon Ranger.
The first game in this sub-series broke the mold of future Pokemon games on DS, unlike some other Pokemon DS games, and introduced a good twist on the franchise. Rather than Pokeballs, you now have a device called the Capture Styler, which you use to temporarily catch Pokemon to have them assist you in battle and out in the environment. Some Pokemon can break rocks, others put out fire.
The story of this game is relatively simple. You're a new Pokemon Ranger recruit and an evil force is trying to take over the Bison! Don't even try!
Using the Capture Styler makes for some interesting boss battles, from the really hard Steelix to the epic final battle against the legendary Beast Trio.
In presentation, this game's no slouch. The game has detailed sprites, fluid animations, and a pretty good soundtrack. That final battle theme, oh, just sublime!
With quality in every area, Pokemon Ranger definitely deserves a spot on this list.
I have never played Pokemon Stadium 1 or 2. Do not judge me!
Well, it looks like I'll have to take this one. Pokemon Stadium and its sequel Pokemon Stadium 2 are widely considered to be the best Pokemon spin-off as well as one of the best spin-offs of all time. Needless to say, it took the Pokemon formula we all know and love and flawlessly remade it for a home console. The game had several different modes to play, including 4 stadium matches, the infamous Gym Leader Castle, free battles, quick battles, and a good collection of minigames. Good fun for a rainy day. But if you don't have a rainy day, you can just have your Politoed use its Drizzle ability. Now, don't you feel better already?
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get back on topic.
Oh, hey Ben, I thought you left.
Oh, hey, Jacques, I thought you died.
I've been here the whole time, but I haven't played it, so I can't say anything.
Alright, fine. I'll start wrapping up. It's in the mail. Give it 2 days.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Now, both Pokemon Stadium games are really good for different reasons, but we'll have to give this one to the original Pokemon Stadium. While Pokemon Stadium 2 does have more things to do and the minigames are better, there's just one thing that can't be overlooked. It's easier. Much easier. That made it way less fun than it could have been. Pokemon Stadium truly deserves all the praise it gets. This game is nostalgia at its best.
Nostalgia Bomb!
Personally, I really enjoyed Pokemon Coliseum, but if you didn't, that's totally fine. A lot of people agree with you. However, if you judge Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness with only that bad opinion of Coliseum, then take off those earmuffs and listen to reason.
Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness fixed all the problems people had with Coliseum and then some. Not enough Pokemon to catch? Let's add more! Purifying Shadow Pokemon too long and difficult? Let's add the Purification Chamber. Mount Battle too tedious? Let's make it more difficult and varied. Did Rue get annoying? Put her where she belongs. In a kitchen! Okay, that was uncouth.
But this is more than just a patched up version of Coliseum. This game has style. The dark storyline and tone, beautifully crafted music, and wonderful 3D graphics for GameCube standard give the game a style all its own. Oh, and you can only catch Pokemon from other trainers. That helped too.
Yes, the main reason that people didn't like these games were because of that feature. In Coliseum and XD, there are no wild Pokemon to catch, no tall grass to walk around in, none of that. Instead, your mission is to capture heartless battling machines known as Shadow Pokemon from other trainers and then purify them.
Unlike most people, I actually really liked this change in gameplay. It was like I was Robin Hood. Except I wasn't giving the Pokemon to the poor, I was just keeping them for myself. I'm a greedy little jerk.
And the title has an emoticon in it! Hey Chris, what Pokemon game has Zelda enemies in it?
What?
Gale of Darkness!
Final verdict, this is an excellent game that's gotten an unfair reputation from people who haven't even played it. It easily places as one of my favorite games ever. But now, let's recap. Number 10, oh it's so cute!
Number 9, karaoke gets even more annoying.
Number 8, Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire.
Number 7, Pokemon Rumble Blast.
Number 6, why are there so many floors?
Number 5,
Wonderful!
Number 4, Pokemon Ranger.
Number 3, Nostalgia Bomb.
And number 2, Pokemon XD.
Gale of Darkness. In most cases, a spin-off game serves a single purpose, to provide a nice, relaxing break for the player while the next game in the main series is being produced.
Because of that, the average spin-off doesn't have a whole lot of substance to it, and is often overlooked by fans of the main series.
However, as we've established with this list, a spin-off can be memorable if it has a lot of time and thought put into it. Number 1 on this list has had so much effort put into it and has so much to offer to the player that it couldn't be anything but number 1.
A game which takes the Pokemon formula we all know and love and perfectly incorporates it into a new format. A game which pushes the boundaries of what Pokemon can do and what they represent. A game with a story so amazing and gameplay so flawless that it stands out not just in the franchise, but in the entire spectrum of gaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2. This freaking game. There's no words to describe it. There are no words that do this thing justice. It is simply a masterpiece among the Pokemon spin-offs.
We'll touch on why that is later, but for now, let's go over the basics. The gameplay is very similar to the first Mystery Dungeon, which is a very good thing considering how well it works. Although nothing much has changed in terms of gameplay, it's nowhere near stale yet. This system also made for some really fun and challenging boss battles. I can't even tell you how many times I've lost to that Drowsy.
Where this game truly shines is in its artistic elements. I mean, after all, this is an RPG. The gameplay isn't supposed to be the highlight. In order for an RPG to be successful, it has to be an experience. And oh man, is this game an experience! The graphics are very appealing and detailed for any console, let alone the DS and with pixels, and some of the visuals are very spectacular, with the beach and fog-bound lake really standing out in terms of beauty.
The soundtrack is vast, emotionally appealing, and every single piece has clearly had a lot of effort put into it. Songs like Temporal Tower, Dark Crater Pit, and Sacrifice are wonderfully fitting for the situation and really bring out the best in the DS's capabilities. Other songs like Primal Dialga and I Don't Want to Say Goodbye can only be described as beautiful, as they are very sad and complement the darker tone of the game very well.
However, the reason why we just had to put this game at number 1 is the story. In order to not spoil anything, I'll just say this. The storyline is, in a word, perfect. There is a perfect amount of build-up. It's charged with plenty of emotion. The dialogue is beautifully written. The characters are colorful and diverse, and they all develop. It's one of the only handful of games to have done Amnesia right. There's a huge number of twists, and that ending!
I think I speak for both of us when I say that the emotions you feel when playing this game are so powerful and intricate that I've yet to play another game to even come close. Like we said before, a good RPG has to be an experience. And what an experience this is. I'm the Phoenix King.
And I'm the Tree Apprentice.
And Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2 is my favorite game of all time. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of PokeMonth. Next up, Top 10 Pokemon Boss Battles.
So, what'd you think of your first collab?
In a word,
Wonderful!